this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer. Now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, made me go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Glenn Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke at some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy. Get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against a cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we have that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
you're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audits. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the filthy floor looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. "But I'm in a stall," she cried. "Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom," DMA answered in his thin voice. "They need to create more adequate privacy because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while. The woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, "Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom." And that's a true story. That's an absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. It was great. Oh my goodness gracious me, what was that you see? It's us, and we're here, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, this Tuesday morning, we are All right. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, you guys are the best fans in the world. Ding dong, ding dang, nabbit. Hello and welcome to the show on this beautiful Tuesday morning. And we're here. I'm your host, Hezokuai. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, is it Tuesday. Oh, man. Hey, who's here? Who's here? Let's see. Who do we got? What do we got? Who is first? Who, ladies and gentlemen? Who could it be that's going to get the first happy dance of the day? Jason D. All right. Hello, Jason. Welcome to the show. Great to have you here as always. Here's your happy dance. All right. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh my goodness gracious me. Greg Jonick, what's number 2? How do you do? All right, darling Renee, hip hip hooray. It's darling Renee. Haven't slept all night, waiting for all you to get. Now you got me falling asleep. Waiting for y'all to get here. Good morning. Good morning to you, darling Renee. Great to see you. Go to bed. Hit the like button first. No. That's great to have you here. Absolutely, positively. My tiny Chihuahua life. Good morning, Rash. Good morning to you. Greg Jonick is here too. Greg Jonick, darling Renee, tiny Chihuahua. Highway Star. Yeah. Great to see you here as well. All right. Script Cat is here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Rashers. Good morning, Script. Always great to see you. Highway Star, Tiny. Griffey's here all the way from Australia. This is my new... I don't have my ergonomic mouse pad here. And ever since, for those... Some of you probably heard the story. I think I told it on the air. Over last weekend, I hurt something in my wrist, and since then it's been like really bad with the mouse. So I've been using this as like a wrist rest while I'm on the mouse to help. Like right now, all this is sore all up in here, starting here. It's anyway. So this kangaroo, this Joey, is not only a wonderful character on my show. Hello, mate. All right, shrimp on the barbie, all that sort of thing. I mean prawns. Anyway, but he's got the perfect curvature with his tail to cradle my wrist perfect. So now he's helping me every day. He's very helpful to my wrist. At the show in general, what are you going to do? I think he feels sorry for me for the Vegemite incident. Plural, yeah. Jason D. Griffey, Greg Jonick, Mason Glitterman. Good Vegemite morning, everyone. I'm awake and ready for another wonderful day in the neighborhood. It's a wonderful day for our neighbor. Oh, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. Always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. And since we're together, I might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? All right. Won't you please? Where are my peeps at? Won't you please, won't you be my neighbor? Do you guys know Fred Rogers wrote all the music in the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood show? Like, he wrote those songs, man. He played the piano and did that, but then he hired a professional jazz musician to actually do the recordings for the show. And it's cool. It's an interesting story because if you listen to it now, knowing this, it's like, oh, wow, yeah, I didn't realize that. But when he hired the guy was like, dude, like, I mean, your music is great and all that, but it's really, simple, basic stuff. And I'm like I do these crazy jazz compositions and, jazz, always improvising and stuff. And why do you want me? He's like, because you do that. I want you to take my songs as the bass and just do your thing. And when you go back, if you watch old episodes of the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood show, you can hear, like, especially like the background music a lot is just like this guy jamming on the piano. It's pretty wild. Donna Ray, what's up? Good morning, y'all. Good morning to you. Highway Star, Mason Glitterman, my tiny chihuahua, Greg Jonick, Highway Star. Who else is here? Donna Ray, hip hip hooray. It's good to see you here today. All right. All right. Go. Oh. I just highlighted the name. I didn't read the comment. All right. That's right. Hey, we all like male chickens, I guess. Roosters. Rooster Cogburn. I didn't see him yet, but I do see David E. Persons. George Washington would have been a lousy cardiologist. He could not tell a fib. Atrial fibrillation. Oh, never mind. I get it. Jason D. Griffey, Donna Ray, Cheeky Monkey, what's up? Good day, Al. Good day, Cheeky. Good to see you, mate. Griffey, Cheeky Monkey, Highway Star, Donna Ray. Who else is here today? Script Cat. Sorry, I had to step away. Good morning to everyone who greeted me, and good morning to everybody else. That's right, Script Cat. We love you. Great to have you here. P. Barnes II, he's watching. He wants to see y'all hit that like button. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Hey, man, it's been a minute since we've had a super duper ultra mega hardcore happy dance. I know. All you guys are waiting until I go back to Florida and get all my proper equipment back up here. And then I could do the full thing with the lights and the music, sound effects, and the voodoo doll with the proper voice instead of just, hey, guys, whatever, smack out, you know. I know. You'll get it. One of these days. P. Barnes, Highway Star, Griffey, Script Cat, Greg Jonick. Harpo. You know, Harpo Marks, he would just once in a while just for no apparent reason, and then just smile and nod. I used to love the Marx Brothers, man. Good morning, Cynthia Karen Shaw. Great to have you here. Doc Leno's story time. I have a First Amendment right to do whatever I want because I'm pressed. You cannot ID me without reasonable, articulable suspicion. Don't ask what it means. I dropped out of school. Greg Jonick, Highway Star, Jason D. The Lessonator. What's up? Good morning, afternoon, everybody. All right, great to see you. Great to have you here. As always, my friends. You guys are my friends. I love you to the end. We're more than friends. We're family here at the Hezokuai Rise and Shine with Hezokuai Show right here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel. Brian Showman is also here. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, sir. Great to have you here. Donna Ray, P. Barnes, Tiny Chihuahua, Script Cat. Who did I miss? Who else did I miss? Who did I not see? Hip hip hooray. Let's find out. How about Lisa Alcazar? Good morning to you. All right, great to have you here. Alpha and Omega. Good morning, Rash. Prayers to all who can't be here right now. Yes, we'll get into that in a second. Tiny Chihuahua, Lisa Alcazar. Ladies and gentlemen, an 11-month membership milestone. Thank you, Hez, for 11 months, and get well soon to Red. Australian dollars from Griffey. Hez, smack yourself for abusing that Joey. All right, so we got 3 happy dances and a slap-a-latin. I'm going to be extrapolating the slap-a-latin in just a minute. Here we go. All right, yes. And I hate it when that's when I get my music board back. I won't have that beginning. It's slow. I notice that. I don't know why it does that sometimes on this. When I start to play the song, sometimes the tempo just drops for some reason. All right. That second one didn't count. So there's third. All right. And now slap myself for abusing Joey. Really? All right. I can't repeat what he said. I don't have the smack sound effect anymore. Oh, here we go. I'll do it this way. I got it. Hold on. Sorry. Donna Ray Griffey, Script Cat, Cynthia Carrot-Shaw, Lisa Alcazar, P. Barnes, Terry Barnes. Good morning, my friends. God bless you, sir. Yes. Cynthia Carrot-Shaw, Donna Ray, Jason D. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, let's begin the show with the Ray update. She is out of ICU. They moved her into a regular room. They actually, they're letting her like use a chair because before that they wouldn't let her get out of bed. Now she could get up, she could sit in her chair, and so that's it's she's headed in the right direction, which is what we want. That's beautiful. That's great. All thoughts and prayers of love and everything with Ray, absolutely every day. God bless her and everyone and anyone who's suffering right now or any sort of illness, anything. It's always great to get good news. Also, somebody in the chat yesterday, people were asking about sending her flowers. She sent me the information of exactly where they need to go. So if you want to send her flowers directly, contact me via email. We'll work something out. Or I don't know if you guys want to like put up a collection and then, we'll put all the money together and just send her a big bunch of flowers or whatever you guys want to do. I don't know. I'm just saying, obviously, I'm not going to post the information on the public internet where anyone could see it because for some reason, and I've been going back and forth trying to figure this out. We have our theories about it. We kind of pretty much know why, but the fact of the matter is, for some reason, the trolls and the bullies specifically target Ray. We don't know why. Well, again, we have a pretty good idea why, but the point is, she's not even a creator. She's my producer and sometimes co-host. And, obviously we all know, it's not just me. She's worked recently with Will and Doc Leno. And before that, she was working with Takedown and she worked with Professor Crack for a while. And she worked with, other creators before I even knew who I knew who she was from seeing her on those shows, but before she was associated with this show. So she's been around for a while, but why all of the bullies and all of the trolls and all the scumbags target her specifically is always been weird, extremely weird to me. So she doesn't deserve all that. She's a great gal. I love her and I don't know. She just doesn't deserve it. Anyway, on with the show. Don't you know it's time for Tuesday talking time. It's talking time. It's Tuesday morning talking time right here on the show. All right. So over the weekend, when the cheering were here, my little guy is telling me, Dad, I want to make my own video games. And I'm like, you know what? That's cool. That's creative. That's you got to use some kind of creativity. There's got to be some kind of artistry involved. That's a cool goal, You study how to do. Juggernaut Jared Reed is here. What's up? You study that, you go to school, you learn how to code and all that stuff, and you start making your own video games and become a video game developer. Yeah, that's the thing. No, Dad, like right now. What the hell are you talking about? It's like, well, because I like doing that. I want to make a video game like today. I'm like, dude, I don't think you can just make a video game. And he's like, yeah, no, Dad, I can. Tell me how. Like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know how to make a video game. I don't know. I wouldn't know where to begin. I don't know anything about that stuff. I know how to point and click on Windows. That's about it. But then he's like, no, Dad, you don't understand. So he made me watch this video. And it's the video that gave him the idea. And it's this guy who's a video game designer. And he was talking about which programs and web pages, etc., he uses to make his games. And after watching that video, I realized, hey, now I get what he's saying. It's still not something that you just, game. It's not that easy. Unless you're using an AI generator and you're paying for it, which I don't believe in that stuff. Plus, I ain't paying for it. If I had extra money, I'd send Ray flowers or, but not buy a AI video game generator. But anyway, I did find after that a web page that you could use. Roshin's here. What's up? Great to see you. A web page to help you design video games. So him and I were talking, and it's still, again, you don't just like press a button and it's done. Like it takes time, depending on what kind of game you want and how much detail and stuff you want to put in. It could take weeks. It could take months, right? But he got me. He got me hooked. So I started developing a game. Rube Maximilian's here. What's up? I want your opinion. Now, I'm about to show you what I have so far. It's nothing. All right? I mean, there's like nothing to it. So you might be looking at this when I show you this in a minute. I'm going to put it on the screen and then I'm going to play the game. It's not like this is the stream. Like I said, I've only been working on it over the weekend. I have like nothing. Right? The whole process will probably take less than a minute for me to show you what I have. But I want you guys to see what I have because I want to know if you guys would be interested if I turn this into a thing. Right now, what I have is I have two characters in the game, me and News Now Voodoo. And I'm just using them for the moment. But eventually, I would have basically you run into all these frauditors and I'll have all the different frauditors. And I'll be working with Graham from the Graham and Bob show because he has Bobs that are based on SGV News and Whisk Boy and BSBT and all these other frauditor Bobs. So that would be part of the game is you'd walking around and you'd run into all these Bobs and you'd have to fight them. So again, this takes time to create. So all I got, this is just what I got so far. But just based on this, do you think this is something that I should put more time into and really turn it into a thing or not? So let me go ahead and put this on screen. Now this is it. All right, so this is, you can't really see from here, I don't know, depending on how big your screen is. This is me. Where's the see, there I am. That's the little me icon. And then I should be able to, why won't he move? Hold on. I have to go back to the code that this is where I got to write everything that happens. That's the code. And then this is it. All right, let me see. Like I said, I'm just learning how to do this myself. Why can't I walk? What the heck? Hold on, guys. Let me take that off screen for a second. Hez, your video game will be released well before Chili's board game. Yes, absolutely, positively. Probably, realistically, will be. Yeah, I don't know. What did I do? See, like I said, I just started doing it. So I'm trying to figure this all out myself as we go. Oh, all right. I got it doing something. Hold on. Because this is still in the editing phases. All right. So I'm walking down the road. La da 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 da. And then I get to the police station. But look, there's somebody hanging out there. Who is that? That's News Now Voodoo. So I hit E, and then it takes me into a battle. And then, can I fight him? I click on my logic. Attack. No. Why won't it let me fight him? Am I in the wrong menu? Yeah, because that's just the text of it. Dang nabbit. I thought I had this all prepped and ready to go for you guys. But here, let me hit reload. Oh, I never thought of that before. Okay, here we go. Maybe that's the problem. I was letting it sit idle for too long while I was getting ready for the show today to show it to you guys. And then probably got frozen that. So now let me see. Okay. It was in a, yeah. What? What is going on? This gets sillier and sillier by the minute, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Oh, I see what happened. Oh, I'm so silly, guys. It opened in a completely separate window, not just a different tab, a different window. So I was in the wrong window the whole time. All right. Now, there we go. All right. So here's a clip from the video game that I've been working on. So yeah, you can walk there, and then there's the voodoo in front of the police station. And then if you want to get into a fight with them, yeah, well, that's a different, I would have to do that in a different tab. So let me close that out. Oh, I'm being stream sniped by Bao. Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. So since he wants to, his show, he wants to be a stream snipe of this show. So, Mr. Thomas, what's up? So let's give him something to talk about. Like, let's give those guys fuel for their troll fire. All right. It's okay. I don't know if you could even hear It's pizza time. It's pizza time. Oh, it's the only word that rhymes. Meow. All right. I hope he's really happy that his fans are being entertained by Kingston 2000s here. What's up? Master Sergeant. All right. 2 out of 10. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Since we're being stream sniped by Bao, I decided to give him the most exciting show he's ever seen and make his fans so proud that he's working so hard, burning that midnight oil, keeping his fans entertained by watching me stare at the camera. Could you imagine the likes and views he's going to get for that? LaDonna Rogers is here. What's up? Good to see you. Anyway, I don't want to see. That's the problem. Is obviously their goal is to destroy us, right? Like that's what trolls do. They just want to tear everything apart, destroy everything, and make everything a nightmare for everyone else. Anyway, let's go ahead and go where we were. So I showed you the walking mechanic of the game that I'm working on. So now I want to try and show you guys what the fight would look like. So I get up to Voodoo, and then we get in a fight. So this is what the fight screen would look like. All right. News Now Voodoo has attacked. And I have 2 attacks. I have Logic and Comeback. I haven't created the third one yet, right? The default is Run Away. But so now I'll hit Voodoo. What should I hit him with? Should I hit him with Logic or should I hit him with a Comeback? I'll let you guys choose. News Now Voodoo has attacked. Now, guys, what do I hit him with? Logic or hit him with a Comeback? What about having chili, ma'am? I don't know. Logic. Hit him with Logic. Okay, Juggernaut. Here we go. I'll hit him with Logic. Your Logic injured. Oh, there's no expectation of privacy in public, he comes back with. All right. So for my next hit, do I hit him with Logic again or with the Comeback? What's up, Social Red Hair? Hit him with the Comeback. All right, here we go. Comeback. Your Comeback hurts the no expectation of privacy in public. Obviously, eventually I'm going to add a third attack. Which one does more damage? Logic does 10. And Comeback does 15. All right. So at that point, he would be dead. But again, this is still in development. So that's what the battles would look like. And so, again, that's just what I came up with so far. But eventually I would add a whole bunch. There'd be all kinds of frauditors out there. Most of them would probably be Bobs, like the SGV Bob and the BSBT Bob and the Whisk Boy Bob and the Frauditor Bob, you know. And you're just walking around and you run into frauditors and you have to fight them with your different moves. And they'd have different moves based on, you know, like there'd be a journalism move and a, you know, poster 7 move, depending if you're the post office, like that was at the police station. And there'd be cops roaming around too and stuff. But anyway, that's what I'm working on right now. And okay, see, Juggernaut, that's basically what I'm asking you guys is if you guys think that's something that would be cool for me to like really devote some time to really developing and turning it into an actually playable game based on just what I did yesterday, because that's basically what I got so far. It's just what I did yesterday. Voodoo should be the final boss. Well, that's what I was thinking was having like random auditors, you know, but then like the bosses, almost like in Pokemon, you have the gym battles and then the ultimate boss at the end. So maybe the mini bosses would be like the top tier douche canoes, you know, like the Glen Serio types and, you know, Long Island Audit, you know, Amagain. Well, they're kind of, they could just be random people you run into. Hey, good morning from the Florida Rations Breakfast Club from Florida Jim. All right. But yeah, I'm not sure if cool would be the word I would use for the game. It's just an idea. Hi, Kiss. What's up? Anyway, I think it would be cool, or at least fun to play. But again, that little bit that I just showed is just a little bit that I did in one day. But if I actually spent time with it, I could turn it into something that you could actually play. Just the idea of having a Frauditor video game, I thought would be great. My original idea for a Frauditor video game was actually something that the problem is you would make it in. I was going to make it in Roblox, but the more I think about it, I'm like, my fans probably don't even know what the hell Roblox is, let alone have an account and play games on it. But the reason why I wanted to make it in Roblox is my original idea for the Frauditor video game was to have a game where you play as a Frauditor, and the more vicious and evil and disgusting you behave, the more points you get. Like, to win the game, you have to like get arrested and get trespassed and get locked up. And what's up, Internet God? Great to see you. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe I could do that for the Sovereign Citizen game, because you could drive cars in there too. So make it like, you know, I'm traveling, not driving, and all that. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, that's all, you know, still kind of just in the development phase. So anyway, guys, as you know, Tuesday is normally just hang out and chat day. So what do you guys want to talk about today? Let's see. Are you trying to say that we're old, Hez? I'm trying to say I'm old. I'm 51. So, like I said, the only reason I even found out about any of this was because the little guy told me over the weekend. But then I started doing it, and I'm like, man, this would be fun. I think I would have fun if there was a Frauditor video game playing it. So I'm creating it. Ding dong, ding dang nabbit. I invented the card game. I could create the video game. Put other anti-frauditors as playable characters. Well, that's the idea. Like I said, if I'm wearing a Goonies t-shirt, yes, 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 yes. I love it. That is so awesome. But yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, you know, if there's any interest in it, then it's something that I could really like dedicate some time to and make it really awesome. And again, I already talked to Graham about it. I have him on board for me to put Bobs in the game and maybe even have all the different color baby voodoos in there. I mean, I could make it this whole world, you know. I could even have different towns like the Bob Town and the Baby Voodoo Town, you know, and then other anti-auditors characters, you know. I mean, yeah, definitely. I could even like go back to my original card game and base their power sets and their move sets on the moves they have on the cards. I mean, there's a lot that can be done with it if I put the time into it. But then again, it's like, would any of you guys even be interested? And it looks like some of you are. So maybe it would be worth it. You know, why not? And even if, you know what, even if you weren't, I think it would be fun. And, oh, well, Schrodinger's cat as an unlockable, that would be like the ultimate. It would literally follow the card. He would one hit everybody. Like just one hit. He'd win every fight automatically. The boss fight, the boss would just run away scared. Oh man, that would be dope. Police officers with tasers and borks. Yeah, right. Well, that's the thing. I'm going to add cops to the game. I already have the sprites for the cops and everything in there. Sandy G61, what's up? Good morning, Viet. Oh, wait. Anyway, oh my goodness gracious me. Yum, 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 yum. The Dancing Cop, yeah. That's one of my all-time favorites. For those of you who don't remember, I still have the Dancing Cop card. I still got some. Can you even see? Oh, it's because it's in the plastic. I always put that extra layer of plastic on them. And then it reflects off the screen so you can't see. There you go. Yes. The Dancing Cop 1. And this is the Dancing Cop 2. He's flossing. Oh, I love it. Yeah, watch this, Bow. You want to watch someone dance? Here, watch the cop dance. Have you ever done anything this creative in your life? I wrote a book. I invented the cards. I invented the card game. I'm inventing a video game. I wrote 90% of the music on this channel. What did you do? You sat in front of your computer and talked about me? Whoa, that's great. B. Barnes. Tasing the crap out of that dude. Tiny Chihuahua still has her Dancing Cop card. And here's Casey Camera Boy getting punched in the face. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I have these because I was doing these as giveaways, and I haven't really done anything with that since I've been here or throughout the move, because all of my supplies and all the stuff that I was giving away and everything is all back in Florida. But I do still have some of these. So I guess if I owe anyone anything, and you haven't gotten it yet, other than Blackheart Knight, I owe him a microphone, which is in Florida. So I can't replace that with these. But if you'd be interested in getting some of these cards, because I do still have these here, and I got envelopes and stamps and stuff. If you send me an email and let me know where to send it, if you've won in the past and didn't get your reward, because basically all the stuff from last month, I shipped what I had at the time. But again, then when I came up here, for those of you who know the story, my trip, I had to change all of my travel plans at the very last minute. And so I wasn't able to bring everything with me, which is why I don't have any of my equipment. I just was able to grab my laptop and a couple stuffed animals, basically the voodoo doll, the squirrel and stuff, and then go. And so I'm waiting till I pick all that stuff up before I get it so I could send it out with the baby voodoos and stuff. But in the meantime, I was able to bring the Dancing Cop cards with. So if you'd at least want a couple of those or something, let me know. And we'll go ahead and get them out. Highway Starmite, Privacy Strike has, oh no. Society Red's here. What's up? Good to see you. My daughter is an author with 2 books on Amazon. That's awesome. I want to get some more out there. I wrote a bunch of stuff, but I don't know. I was thinking of because I have a lot of short stories. I was thinking of putting them together in a collection and selling that as a book of my short stories. The problem is there's some that I really like and some that I don't really like. So it's I guess a book of short stories, you would have your favorite stories in the book and then your least favorite stories, right? But then I'd feel bad having some in there that I know I don't like, but how do I know that you won't? I don't know. Is it possible to buy in any form any of these cards? Yes. The original card game that I made, the Frauditor versus Anti-Frauditor game, that is being restructured right now. because I've had some issues with some people didn't like me using their images on my cards. So I'm restructuring that set so that it'll just be the ones that I absolutely can do. But the dancing cop cards, I could get you a whole deck, because if you see, because if you look, like, there's the Queen of Diamonds, you know, and then this is the 4 of clubs. Those are just random, you know, but I mean, it's a full deck, you know. So we could get these. But the way I usually do it, because the problem with the cards is that the company that I use to make my cards, it's extremely expensive. I use them because they are insanely high quality. Oh, and I also have Dibs here. What's up? I also have these Frauditor bingo cards that I made. Frauditor bingo. And what I usually do, because I use this company because they're so awesome. They're high quality, extremely well made, but they're also quite expensive and they take forever. If I order a set of cards today, I'll probably get it a month from now. What I used to do, like a year or two ago, when I was, you know, when I was giving away the cards every month, I was doing a monthly giveaway, and eventually I'm going to bring that back once I get all my stuff back. But I was doing a monthly giveaway where anyone who donated any amount in a super chat or whatever automatically had their name entered into a monthly drawing. Also, we would have, because so you didn't have to pay your way in, because that's the TOS violation or whatever. We would have like phrase of the day, like the first 5 people to type "I love Ray" would get their names entered, or whatever it was. We would do different gimmicks with it every day. And then at the beginning of the month, I'd have the random wheel that would randomly pick a name from everyone on the list. And then I would send them like some of these cards. And what I would do is I would take, like, again, since it takes like a month to get anything you order, I would order like 10 sets of cards. And then the prizes would be like random booster packs or random sets of cards, you know, not like a full set, but just like parts. But I mean, if you wanted to just buy a set, again, that's not impossible. But the way we were doing it with the drawings and stuff, because they're so damn expensive, you could donate 99 cents or get a free entry from saying the phrase of the day and win the grand prize and get a full set of cards that would cost me, you know, $75, and you end up getting it for $1. So that was and that worked great. That went really well for a long time. Alpha and Omega, I'll send you. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And one other thing, I will reiterate this for anyone who doesn't know or who forgot. A long time ago, I made a box. I call it my time capsule. That I still have. I took a big post office priority mail box, and I put in it a signed copy of my book, the last ever full set of the original card game. That's 110 cards, 55 anti-frauditors, 55 frauditors, and the last Salacious only ever made 9 of these, or was it 10? If it was 10, it's the 10th one. If it was 9, it's the 9th. It's the very last handmade voodoo doll ever made, with the camera and not these cameras, but with this camera and the handcuffs and the untied shoes and the rotten teeth and the fake badge. Handmade voodoo doll. The unopened, just the way Salacious sent it to me. So the very last ever handmade voodoo doll, a full set, the very last made full set of my original card game, and a signed copy of my book. I put those things in the box, sealed the box, and put it aside, and that was my time capsule. And the plan was when or if I ever hit 5K subs, I'm almost there. I'm at like 4.5 right now. I ever hit 5,000 subs. The month I hit 5,000 subs, I'll do a good old-fashioned giveaway, but the grand prize will be that box. So there's still one possibility, one chance to get the original card set without any changes, because it's in that box. It's just sitting there waiting. I have the number 9 Big Cat card in acrylic. Yes. Yeah. That one is also it's limited edition because it has the custom back where they're numbered. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. That's great. The second drawing. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, they're when asking about the cards, that is an opportunity someday, eventually in the future, to get the original, the very last original card set with a Schrodinger Cat limited edition card is included. Yes, absolutely. There is the very last. There you go. The very last existing Schrodinger Cat card is in that box as well. It's part of the original card collection. So, yeah. Tiny wants your Schrodinger Cat card? No. You don't want to give him that. He'll eat it. He's a chihuahua. Chihuahua. That's a fun word to say. Is that the only reason people buy chihuahuas? Because it's just fun to say chihuahua? Oh, Clash with Bow. Oh, Clash with Bow. If you're still watching me, I'll show you how to entertain your fans all day. You just sit there and watch me, hooray. That way they'll be entertained because I'm awesome. They might as well just come here, subscribe to me, and give me the views if they're going to watch me anyway. Just don't talk crap in my chat because my mods will kick your ass. And that's another thing, too. All these Frauditor, Douche, Canoes, and scumbag fans of theirs that come in here and talk crap. And then when they get banned by the mods, they're like, you guys don't believe in free speech, blah, blah, blah. No. This is my show. This isn't a public forum. This isn't a limited public forum. This is my house. This is my channel. This is my show. This is my house. You come into my house talking shit, I'm going to throw your ass out. That's it. It ain't about free speech or rights or this or that. You're coming into my house. These are my people. We love each other, for real. We're family here. We come here every morning. They're people that are here every day, that have been here every day for years, like this one right here. Literally has been coming here for years. We're a family. Legit. So when you guys are coming in here talking trash, don't get mad when we kick you out. If somebody came into your house and was giving you shit, you'd kick their ass out, wouldn't you? Same thing. This is my house, and these are my people. You want to come in here and you want to be cool? Like I said, if this guy's stream sniping me and he's just sitting there watching me do my thing, and you guys are entertained watching me do my thing, then come here and watch me do my thing. Just don't come in the chat and talk shit. Come here, hit the like button, go in the chat and say, hey, you know what? I actually like this guy. I actually like this show. It's fun to watch this stuff all the time. Right on. And then if you come in here and you start talking shit, then you get the boot. That's all. It ain't hard. It's real easy. Be cool. If you're cool, be cool. If you ain't cool, then get the fuck out. Coffee. All right. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been working on, that video game thing. Hopefully that'll be my next thing, like the card thing was that, and the other thing. I'm also working on, like I said, updating the cards so that I can start selling those again. but it would be the second edition of the cards isn't going to be like a full set of 110 cards like the old one was. But what I'm doing is I'm making cards. First of all, I'm making cards based on new characters. Like I didn't have a News Now Voodoo card, so obviously that'll be, I can do that. I can do all the baby voodoos. News Now Dumbass, obviously Blackheart Knight card is already in there. We'll add so I'm updating the cards with the new characters. So a Series 2 is going to be much smaller than Series 1 was, but it's going to fill in the gaps of people, of cards that didn't exist in the original set. And then some updates to some of the older cards, and yeah, that's it. But yeah, that's coming real soon too. I'm almost done with that. So between that and then launching the video game when that's done. So yeah, I mean, it's all good. There's Rooster Cogburn. I mentioned you earlier, but I don't remember what the context was. Oh, somebody made a joke about a male chicken. So I said, oh, a rooster, instead of the word that they put in the, and then, oh, Rooster Cogburn. And then, yeah, he's not here yet. Well, you're here now. Welcome to the show. Welcome, Ancient Chart Music and Art. And welcome to anyone else I haven't said hello to yet. For those of you who are just getting here or weren't here earlier, Ray update. She is out of ICU. They put her in a normal room. They actually let her get out of bed and go sit in a chair, which is awesome, right? When you go from bedridden to you could sit in a chair, hey, that's a huge step in the right direction. So that's great for her. We hope that everything works out and she's feeling better. Oh, I love that girl. Anyway, so we want her to be well. We want everyone to be well, of course. Everyone who's sick and suffering right now, obviously Maggie from Frauditor News Network and, everybody, Cool Clear Water, Unclean Hands, everyone that's having any kind of health issues or anything, anyone who's watching now, we love you guys. We want everyone to get better. Anyway, thank God. That's right. Exactly. I agree. But so, yeah, so that's looking good. And then the second thing was I'm currently working on a Frauditor versus anti-Frauditor video game. I showed what I have. So, I mean, like I said before, I only worked on it yesterday. So I've got like nothing, but I do have like the battle mechanic down. And as stand-ins for now, just to build the battle mechanic, I had me versus News Now Voodoo. I beat him up. I hit him with my logic and my comeback skills, and he hit me with there is no expectation of privacy in public. And then I did an update on how I'm almost finished with the Series 2 of my original old school card game. So that'll be hitting pretty soon. And without illness, we would never appreciate life. You know what? I always I talk to my kids about that too. I always use the example of right now, just right. That's base. Okay. And when you feel like this, like just regular, just normal, it's like, bored. And it's like, well, wait a minute. When you catch a cold, and you feel like crap, if you're puking, if you got diarrhea, if your nose is running, if you got a headache, if you get sinus pressure, when you get better and you get back up to base, just normal, you feel great. And you really, really learn how to appreciate that this is good. This is real good. Because when you're sick, you can't wait till you get back to this, just normal. So yes. And then the other thing that I always tell them, especially the little guy and the other ones when they were little, why does pain have to hurt so much? And I've actually had this discussion with my older son relatively recently. Why does pain hurt so much? And I explained it to him. I'm like, well, okay, let's say you're doing something really fun. Like, I mean, really, really, really fun and exciting. And you're really into it. And you're running and you step on a little piece of glass. And you pull it out of your foot. You know? Okay. If it doesn't hurt, you might not even know that you stepped on a piece of glass and keep running on it until it gets in deeper, it gets infected, you bleed out. And then he's like, well, how about just like pressure, not pain, not like, but just like your body tells you there's something there. I'm like, that's what pain is. But it has to be pain. Why? Because if it's just like your body giving like some kind of a pressure or some kind of a feeling that doesn't hurt, but it tells you that there's something wrong, if that's what it is, you might ignore it. If you're having that much fun and you're that excited, you might say, oh, there's something wrong with my foot, whatever, I'm going to keep running because this is too much fun. I don't want to stop. It has to be pain because pain makes you deal with that piece of glass in your foot now because it hurts so much. You got to do something about it. You can't wait. And that's the thing. That's why the idea in general of pain is what it is. That's me explaining to them. That's why pain hurts. Because it's forcing you to react. Because if it didn't hurt, it would just, whatever, then you might ignore it, especially if you're doing something fun or exciting and you don't want to stop. Truth, my hip hurt very badly a month ago, keeping me in bed for 2 days. Now that I'm feeling so much better, it heightened my overall appreciation. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I remember one time years ago, I hurt my back really bad. And I never realized, like when I hear people talk about back injuries, oh, my back, whatever, it's like, go to a chiropractor, shake it off, whatever, But when I got a back injury, I realized, and logically you think about it, especially if you have any kind of a deeper understanding of physiology and biology and Jason Gutterman, you start to understand that everything goes through the spinal column. And when you have a back injury, you can't do anything. You wiggle your finger and it freaking hurts your back. It's like everything is going through your spine, but you don't realize it until your spine ain't working right. You wiggle your toes, your back hurts. What the hell? Go like, oh, my back. I mean, back injuries are horrible. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Ugh. I have a high tolerance for pain. I walked 3 months with what I thought was a strained ankle. Turned out I tore a muscle. Since then, my ankle is still sensitive. That's horrible. Yeah, see, that's bad. And that's another thing too. Like, yeah, there's certain injuries that just linger, especially if you don't get it taken care of because you don't realize how bad it is. And then years later, you're like, oh, well, how come you didn't fix that? Oh, crap. Well, I didn't know. Bad news. Anyway, yeah, it is what it is. We got about 11 minutes until the Cupcake Happy Dance, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be what we do. Because we do when we do what we do, and I will do it for you. It's true. Let's see what's going on here today. Looking at something real quick. Looking at something really fast. Everybody knows it's gonna last. Everybody gonna pee. Yip, hooray. Everybody knows it's true. Doggy, 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 do. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to look at what movie are you watching tomorrow? Oh, wait a minute. Hez, I saw the Planet of the Apes movie yesterday. It was good. You need to see it. That's the one I want to see. Now, I'm not going to the movies tomorrow because I'm not in Florida anymore. When I was in Florida, I went to the movies every Tuesday. But since I've been up here, we have the $5 theater here. But since I don't have a car, it's way too far to walk. Plus, if I had an extra $5 at this point, I'd be in heaven. And I'd use it for, to buy a sandwich or something. Or what I said earlier, if I had any extra money, I'd buy Ray flowers is what I would do. But, since I moved up here, you know what? I just thought about it, P. Barnes. Yeah, you haven't been around, so you probably don't know the whole story. So what happened was the whole time I was in Florida, my goal was to eventually get back home and be with my kids again. That was everything to me. And constantly, they do have $5 Tuesdays in Wisconsin. That's why, like I said, the theater here is way too far for me to walk. But anyway, the whole process of me moving up here was always what I wanted to do. I wanted to go back home. And the whole time I was down there, well, not the whole time. At first, the boys were with me, and I was just there to help my mom recuperate after her accident. But once the boys had to come back up here, so I drove them here, dropped them off. We had a nice, cool road trip and this and that. And every once in a while, I would fly back and forth just to visit them for the holidays and stuff. But I wanted to be back full time. And that was my goal. So once that became my goal, so over a year, that my goal was to be back here, I would just constantly find places in the area and fill out applications, denied, fill out applications, denied, fill out and it became like a habit. Like, oh, this place is available, fill out an application. All right, denied. Another place comes, all right, fill out an application, denied, whatever. But it just became a thing. And then all of a sudden, I heard back from this place saying application accepted. You can move in whenever you're ready. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what? So it was all like, okay, boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go. I'm going home. I'm going, finally, I have the opportunity to achieve my goal. So I put a down payment on the place so that they wouldn't give it to someone else. Didn't want to lose the opportunity to come back home, finally, to be back with my kids. So I did it. I put the money down on the place. I made all my travel plans. I had everything lined up. I had a car rental set up, and then I was renting a big car so that I could get all my stuff, all of my equipment for the show, all of my supplies, all of my prizes that I was giving away, and all my mail, and all this stuff that I had there, all the furniture and everything, just all of it. And it was just going to drive up here, and I was going to have all my stuff, and it was going to be great. So I go to pick up the rental car. As soon as I went to get the car, they were like, okay, everything, blah, blah, blah. But since you're paying with a debit card, there's an automatic extra $500 fee you have to pay up front. Now, I had enough money to do that, but then I wouldn't have had any gas money. So what good would it do me to have a car when I don't have any gas money to drive it? So that completely derailed my entire plan. So, but I wasn't going to lose this place. This was it. This was me achieving my goal to be back by my kids, and that was number one above everything. So I just dumped all my plans, grabbed a suitcase, stuffed what I could in it, bought a plane ticket to Wisconsin, came here, took the bus, and then walked here, and I've been here ever since. Now, I have a storage unit out here that has some stuff in it, which is why I have the table that this thing is on. I don't have a bed right now. I did, but Uncle Artie sent it to me. It was an air mattress, but then I was using it. My kids were using it. Everyone was using it. And eventually those things aren't built for that kind of heavy duty use. It was a great air mattress. No problems with the air mattress itself, but the kids popped it like, well, I shouldn't blame them. It wasn't really anyone's fault. Those things are not designed to be constantly used by several people, they're just made to sleep on, right? And that's it. So that popped like a balloon. So that's gone. So, but then I got a mat, and then some fantastic, wonderful, beautiful, amazing fans requested, and Ray and I worked on it together to build an Amazon wish list. And since then, somebody sent me some silverware and a garbage can and what else? Oh, a curtain. I actually have a curtain now. So thank you guys for that stuff. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So the most generous fans in the world, best fans in the world, and the greatest people in the world, you guys. All right. So anyway, I may be here, not sure. I'll be back to you on that. All right, Zerzu. I think you in particular, I don't know if you know who Matan Evan is. He's this kid. He's got big hair. He just wears like this black suit. He's a real sarcastic guy. He went to the Elden Ring Best Game of the Year award and walked up with the people who received the award, and he didn't belong up there. And then when it came time for everyone to say thank you, he went up to the mic and said, "I'd like to nominate this award for Bill Clinton, for my rabbi, Bill Clinton." Like, it was just weird, but it kind of made him famous. Now he's got his own podcast. But anyway, the only reason I bring it up is because he interviewed two flat earthers on his podcast. And I thought you in particular would like that, because the way he interviewed the flat earther was like, okay, question 1, what happened to your brain that it don't work right? And then the guy's like, okay, I get it. You're joking. But seriously, the earth is flat. Okay, question number 2. Why do you think that you're so stupid that you believe the earth is flat? The guy's out for like an hour, and all of his questions are like trying to find different ways to, oh, okay, I understand. So what you're saying is that the earth is flat, and you know it is because NASA faked everything. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like, so how exactly is it that you became that stupid that you believe the earth is flat? Like, he just rips into the guys. Both, again, he had 2 flat earthers on his show now. Oh, man. I can't find the like button. No. Oh, no. Hez has a curtain. Now he just needs a window. I actually got new windows. My landlord had brand new windows installed. I actually sat here and watched the guys replace the windows, and it was actually fascinating because I never saw it. I've seen like the glass get replaced, but not the entire window. Like, they pulled the whole frame out and replaced the whole thing. That was pretty awesome. There was a dude on the outside, because it has to be sealed on both inside and out to make it waterproof. And so the dude was like, it's not a roof here. It's like, it's slanted. It's, like if I was out front right now, the little awning, right, for the rain or whatever. So he had to stand on that and balance himself, and he kept slipping. And I'm like, you got a harness? Like, what the hell, dude? And he's just up there. He's smoking his cigarettes, and he's putting his stuff. I'm like, all right, buddy. He's like, I hope I don't fall. I'm like, yeah, me too. Holy crap. I don't want to watch someone die unless it's in a fake and it's in a movie. Oh, this stupid. I found this out too. It took me a minute to realize. My little guy, when he's here on the weekends, he doesn't use Google Chrome. Always, whenever he goes on the computer to play his games or whatever, he always uses what's the I don't even know what it's called, the default crap that comes with the Windows computer, Microsoft Edge or something. He uses that. Oh yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. This is what caused the pizza just now. So I don't know what it is about Microsoft Edge, but somehow when he uses it, there's something where it will automatically pop. Like if there's a news update or something, it'll just pop up. And I don't know how to turn that off because I never use Microsoft Edge. And I always forget that he does. And every time he does, that's turned on again. So just now, it popped and took over my screen. I'm like, I'm in the middle of a show. What is this Microsoft Edge garbage? Anyway, it's time for the cupcake happy dance. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes. Watching live cams from cities around the world is fun to watch. And then you know the earth is not flat because you see different times of day simultaneously. That's right. There she is. Ole. All right, all right, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So great to see you here. We love you, Maggie. Thank you so much. Has anybody ever fell off the flat earth? Yeah, right. Yeah, because there's no such thing as gravity either. It's static electricity. Oh, love you too. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's beautiful. Anyway, so anyway, I was telling, because Pete Barnes wasn't here for a while, and he was asking about me going to the movie theater. So I was telling the story of how since I moved back here, though, and all of my plans and everything, it was all last minute. Ever since then, I've essentially been trying to catch up because all the money I had was money I was saving up for the move. Now that the move has happened, I don't have that extra $5 a week to go to the movie theater, even though it's only $5. Again, here, I would have to take the bus because I can't walk that far and I don't have a car. So it wouldn't work out because if, like I said, especially now, if I had extra money, I'd be sending flowers to Ray or, I'm closer to Maggie. I'd be, going to visit her, or whatever. Or I'd be doing something else with my kids. They come here on the weekends. We walk to the park. We play in the park all day. We play catch. We do whatever, we play chess. They love playing chess, which is crazy because the first time I played against the little guy, he beat my ass. Little punk. He's a chess shark because he's 9 years old. So he's like, oh, I don't know anything about this thing, but it looks fun. I want to try it. So I'm thinking he don't know, right? But then he's like, oh, well, can I do this? And he moves the knight the proper way. And I'm like, yeah, you could do that. He's like, oh, but can I do this? And then he moves the bishop diagonal. I'm like, this kid knows all the moves. He's a shark. He's pretending he don't know so that he can beat me, and he did. Little brat. I love him. He's a great kid, great kid, great kid. Anyway, we play games. We have fun, this and that, But again, if I had extra money, if I had disposable income, let's put it that way, then I'd be taking them to the beach or something, or doing something that, whatever. But it's great. It's fun. I love them. They love me. We have a great time. This past weekend, we watched Enemy Mine. And that was so fun. And because I told them at the time, I'm like, they're like, hey, we should watch a movie. I'm like, hey, and I just thought of it, this is a movie I grew up with. I loved it when I was a kid. So maybe you guys will like it. And they did. They loved it. They thought it was great. So that was cool. And I was talking about it a little bit yesterday because my oldest son, he loved the movie, but he noticed right away, when the monster came out of the ground, he's like, why is there a Sarlacc pit in this movie? And I'm like, well, this was 2 years after Jedi. So, well, gee, I wonder why, And then later on in the movie, when they're running through the mines, he's like, this is the Temple of Doom. I'm like, yes, it is. And that's not an accident. But hey, because that's the thing. I love that movie and he loved it. But if you go back and look at the original reviews when it first came out, that was everybody's big gripe. Was that, it's just a ripoff of Star Wars and Indiana Jones. But the thing is, if you look at the actual story, it had its own thing going on completely, which is great. And that's why it's a good movie and it works. Ding, dong, dang, dag, nab it. Yes. Yeah, he also, the little guy, he taught me this. I showed this the other day. He taught me how to turn the word boy into a drawing. Because see, there's the B-O-Y. See that? You start with this and you draw just the chin, and then you move over, and then see again BOY. See, he said that, and then he drew these. Yeah, he's fun. He's a good kid. And he's the one that wanted me to teach him how to make video games, and he's the one that ended up showing me how to do what I did so far for the video game I'm making right now. So that's good. That's good stuff. Any recommendations for any movies I could get for free that we could watch this weekend when they're over? I want to show them Time Bandits, but I got to pay. I don't have any of the streaming services that it's on, so I would have to rent it. I don't know. Vegemite. No. Yes. And let me show you something, Sorsha. You think my son's an artist? He is. But my daughter, not my oldest daughter. I got 2 daughters and 2 sons. I got 4 kids. Not my oldest daughter, but my youngest daughter. You want to talk about an artist? My son's an art. Like we always try to encourage them with their art. But my daughter, for Christmas, I bought her a set of colored pencils. So then she took it home and she used it to draw a picture for me. So my daughter, 16 now, 15 at the time, gave her a set of colored pencils for Christmas. So she drew me a picture using colored pencils. How about that? So that's awesome sandwich sauce. Okay, I am not going to show my kids Porky's too. Porky's too. Or Porky's for that matter. Oh no. Oh man. Oh wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, she's good. She's real good. But yeah, I even have, she sent me a self-portrait that she did too. That was pretty impressive. Let's see. Where is it? This is even older too. Oh, and she's a good cook. All right. Where is it? Maybe I saved it in a different folder. Bourgeoisie. Over the proletariat, you'll see the bourgeoisie. That's her self-portrait. Yep. Homeward bound, I wish I were. Homeward bound. Home. What? It's Simon and Garfunkel. Come on, give me a break, guys. It's good stuff. This is beautiful. Proud Daddy has. Yes. Oh, yeah. So I was telling the story because he was asking why I wasn't going to the movies. Did I finish it? Yeah. So since I've been back here, I don't have the time or the money or the ability to get to the movie theater every Tuesday. But if I did, yes, I would go see the new Planet of the Apes movie. In fact, the girls, my daughters, when they were here on Saturday to drop off the boys, they were leaving to go to the movie theater, and they were trying to decide what to see, and I recommended they see Planet of the Apes. They were like, yeah, I don't know. Like, well, what else is out right now that's worth seeing? I don't know. Your daughter has a good eye. Yeah, it's awesome. Do all your kids have the same mom? Yes. But they don't all have the same dad. My oldest daughter is, and it's funny too. It's actually, well, it's not, it's actually very cool. It's very cool. To this day, 19 years old, my oldest daughter, 19 years old, to this day, obviously she's not an idiot. Obviously she can look in the mirror. Obviously she knows. But in her mind, because I started dating her mother when her mother was still pregnant. So she was pregnant when I met her. So to this day, my daughter, my 19-year-old daughter, she is my daughter. If you asked her, I'm her dad. She doesn't talk about it. She doesn't think about it. She doesn't question it. Nobody mentions the fact that she's a little black girl. She's my daughter. And that's her sister and her brothers, and that's it. That's it. I'm her dad, period. And I love that. You know, because we were always like, when she was like, her whole life, I was like, someday she's going to ask. Someday she's going to, she never did. She never did. It's never even come up. To this day, 19 years, it's never even come up. I'm her dad, period. And that's fine with me because that's how I love her. You know, I've been with her since she was a baby. She's my baby. That's all there is to it. There's a difference between being a father and a dad. Exactly. That's right. So anyway, yeah, they all have the same mother. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I came back up here, and now that I'm closer to them, you know, that's the main thing with me. You know, that's why, well, there's a couple reasons. This is why we don't do the Saturday show anymore. Last week was the first week that it's over. It's because one, Maggie can't really do it regular anymore. And as far as I'm concerned, that show is our show. It's me and her. She's been there literally. She was on the very first episode, and it was her and my show. It was our show. So she can't really do it anymore because of her, you know, issues, physical, you know, God bless her. You know, we love her, of course. But also, now that I'm back here, I get the boys on the weekends. So, and that reminds me of why I brought up telling the story of the girls. So the girls come, and, you know, they're 19 and 16. They're at that age, right? They don't want to be hanging out with some old man, some 50-year-old guy, you know, even though I'm their dad, you know. They love me and all that, but come on. I was a teenager. I understand. You want to go out and you want to do what teenagers do. So the girls always, the tradition now since I've been back here is the girls come to drop off the boys. They'll come up and they'll visit. They'll hang out for a while. But then when they leave, the boys stay. And the boys stay the whole weekend, and then the girls come pick them up on Sunday night. So they'll come Friday night to drop them off. So Friday night when they came to drop them off, we were hanging out for a while. They were on their way to the movies. And I recommended they see Planet of the Apes. What? Pigtails. Okay, see, that's what I got to come up with, because I was doing the Vegemite thing for a while, and I was getting some pretty awesome super chat donations to make me eat Vegemite. But the Vegemite isn't here, so I got to come up with a new challenge. Maybe it'll be a pigtail challenge. Would you people be willing to pay to watch me do an entire episode in pigtails? Is my hair long enough? Let's see. B9 Mom Bear. What's up, B9? Yeah, my hair's long enough for me to do pigtails, right? I don't know, man. Maybe. Hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you sweat, gonna make you groove. There's a new Garfield movie. Is Graham in it? Graham Garfield? The classic Planet of the Apes or the modern ones? No, it's a brand new Planet of the Apes movie. So it's the same storyline, from when the guy they used the CGI to make them look like real apes, as opposed to but that's one of the things too. It's weird because I like the new Planet of the Apes movies, and the fact that they look like real apes is really cool, but you can't take away from the amazing makeup from the old school Planet of the Apes stuff. The makeup they did in those old Planet of the Apes movies was absolutely top notch, out of sight. Amazing stuff, especially the Mark Wahlberg one. People like to make fun of that movie in general because they hated it, but the makeup, it was amazing in that movie. No. Griffey says, no, you must eat Vegemite. I was suggesting Jason D to be Maggie for Saturdays. He wanted to wear pigtails, and I said Maggie doesn't wear pigtails. Oh, all right. Oh, instead of Graham and Bob, it's Graham and Garfunkel. Oh, yes. That'd be great. And then what you do is you have them do Bridge Over Troubled Water. That way Garfunkel does the lead vocal, and then Graham could just come in at the end. And instead of it being kicked up a notch. Oh, man. It's nothing like the original Planet of the Apes. So they'll never be, because it had the surprise ending. Now that cat's been out of the bag for 40 years, 50, 60 years, however long it's been since the original came out. The cat's out of the bag, so the surprise ending doesn't work anymore, Being Highway Star, we're going to pay you to eat a whole jar of Vegemite. Well, I'll tell you what. I could get Vegemite online, get it shipped overnight, and have it here tomorrow. If you guys put up the bread, a whole jar, that's got to be a lot of money, though. Because you guys were paying me like $50 just for one scoop of it. So a whole jar? Man, you have to kick in some dough, Joe. But I would definitely use part of the profits to send some flowers to Ray. That's a fact. Let's see. I don't want to lie and say, I'll spend all the money on, something else. News Now Voodoo, Vegemite Boy. My best to Ray. Yes, absolutely. Thoughts and prayers with Ray. She's doing better. If you missed the update, she is out of ICU, and they do have her just in a regular room. It might not sound like much. They put her in a chair, but the idea is she doesn't have to be bedridden anymore. They are allowing her to get up and sit in the chair. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'll send you some Wonder Bread. I got bread. When the boys were here, we took a walk to the pig. You guys aren't from Wisconsin. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. We took a walk to the pig, and we bought a loaf of bread and some lunch meat. So let's please not give Hez indigestion. Well, I bought Tums too while I was there. Anyway, we're about halfway into the show, and I am looking at where I was in the middle of setting something up. It's just going to take a few more seconds to get it all where it needs to be. What I want to do, because again, we were talking about the Saturday show, which reminded me of a thing we used to do on the Saturday show when the Saturday show was a thing again. That's we did cancel the Saturday show, at least for now, because Maggie's not able able to do it anymore, and also because since I'm spending the weekends with my kids, it gives me more time to spend with them, which is a good thing. So what we're doing now is I am putting together a playlist. I mean, literally right now, because I know on these Tuesday shows, when I'm just talking, when I don't have Ray or someone that I'm talking to, I need an excuse sometimes, like sometimes you got to go to the bathroom. Sometimes you got to take a break. So I'm putting together a playlist of all of the Who's That Douche Canoe segments from the Saturday show. And I was working on that earlier, and I was almost done. So I'm literally finishing that up right now. And then I was going to actually just put that on and let it play for a while, so that I could take a quick break and take care of, I don't want to TMI it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. But whatever. So let's see. Get back to the Douche Canoe bit. Where was I at with it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, this is fun. But while I'm setting that up, let me see something real quick, because I'm looking at the chat, and I don't necessarily want to know who's in the butthole or who is the butthole. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So here, this will be fun. We're going to get into the what's it called? When they do that, into the matrix of the matrix, Inception style. So here, this will be fun.
Is it for thinking about
We're
butthole
gonna
and
get
butter
into
all
the,
day?
What's it called? When they do that, into the matrix of the matrix.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Inception style.
Have me on panel, man. I'll come talk to you. Have me on panel there, buddy. There's no need to watch me. I'm down to speak. I can articulate myself. I'm sure you can articulate yourself as well. I wasn't even talking about you. I was watching the Karen Reed shit show. I mean, if you're gonna, you might as well have me on panel. Oh shit! Oh my god! Have me on panel, man. I'll come talk to you. Have me on panel there, buddy. There's no need to watch me. I'm down to speak. I can articulate myself. I'm sure you can articulate yourself as well. I wasn't even talking about you. I was watching the Karen Reed shit show. I mean, if you're gonna, you might as well have me on panel. Oh shit! Oh my god! Have me on panel, man. I'll come talk to you. Have me on panel there, buddy. There's no need to watch me. Excuse me. I'm down to speak. I can articulate myself. I'm sure you can articulate yourself as well. I wasn't even talking about you. I was watching the Karen Reed shit show. I mean, if you're gonna, you might as well have me on panel. Oh shit! I've done rented out some space here. Have me on panel, man. I'll come talk to you. Have me on panel there, buddy.
Stop if you wanna come talk to me, homie. Make sure you don't play. Play both roles, don't make. They click is yours, they ain't know your boys, and they want your floor.
Anyway, I figured, since he was stream sniping us, let's stream snipe him. Bring Bao up. He would make a great panel guest. Watching some dude get high. I saw that once when I was a teenager. I've already done that. Jason D, I think I'm on LSD. Yeah, trolls, remember to press the like button. I'm way too drunk to deal with this. It's gone now. It's gone. I just wanted to, since he wants to just watch me, it's like, just watch me, come here, hit the like button, don't be a dick in the chat and, do your thing, man. Give me the likes. And especially the, what's it called? Super chats. Give me a couple of those. Let's see. I get high, but never acted like Bao. He's a creepy guy. Yeah. He just seems like, I don't know, man. It's just weird to me. I'm not even sure what he does. All I know is that, he was the one that attacked our channel a few months ago. Why? I don't know. I guess he is a frauditor or has done some fraudits. So I'm assuming it's because we're a frauditor channel. He's like, oh, we got to attack him because, they believe in being a decent human being. So yeah, they targeted us and they started coming here and talking vile crap about Ray. And, and that was literally the day before she got threatened with being doxxed and all that. So it just seemed like this entire shit show went absolutely crazy. And well, the very first domino was when Garth Nader turned on me and started telling me that if I didn't start making certain types of videos, that I was a bad guy. Like, what do you mean? Like, who are you to tell me what kind of videos I should be making? Like, I don't understand that. But he turned that into this big thing, and then Bao started doing his thing, and then the next day we started getting attacked, and it was just, it's terrible. These people are, I don't know if they're just evil, and they just hate humans, or they're just jealous that there are people that have lives and families and things that they need to do. So they just decide to make everyone else's life miserable by attacking them and going after them for no reason. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but he got blocked for asking a question. Well, he didn't come in here and ask a question. He asked a vile, disgusting question about Ray, which was insulting to her and was just not, it was bad form. And then when she gets threatened to be doxxed the very next day, and all of the people out there get Bao on panel. Yeah, again, I want to sit here and just watch some dude get high and chuckle at me and say, La Rata. La Rata. Here, let me smoke more pot. La Rata. Oh, wait, I'm going to smoke more pot. La Rata. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what my show's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. From now on, it's a stoned idiot repeating La Rata. That's what he does. I don't know. That's why I don't get his channel at all. It doesn't make sense to me. So let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm still setting up this this playlist for you guys so that I can put that on while I go take my potty break in a minute. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Society Red, what's up? Unclean Hands, what's up? Hey, what's up, Unclean Hands? G'day, y'all. Hey, chat. All right. Trolls. That's awesome. Yeah, so in case you missed it, Unclean, what happened was we found out that Bao was sniping me again this morning. So then I decided to snipe him, sniping me. And then we went into the, Inception Matrix of Infinity for a minute. And then all of his trolls came here. It's like, you need to bring him up on panel. You need to bring him up on panel. And he's like, yeah, bring me up on panel. And I'm like, for what? To ruin my show and to get all my viewers to leave? Yeah, no. That's not what I'm trying to do. What I am trying to do is I'm putting together a playlist since the Saturday show is now officially a thing of the past. I am going to, I'm putting together a playlist of all of the Who's That Douche Canoe segments from the Saturday show. And I thought that, since today is the Hangout stream, eventually, at some point I'm going to need to soon. At some point soon, I'm going to need to go ahead and take a quick potty break. So I figured, because I was working on that playlist, so I figured I will finish it up real quick right now, and then I'll put that on and let it play while I am in the loo, as it were. Or what do I say in the military? I got to hit the head. I'm almost done. I got 3 left. Let's see. Boom, 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 doo, 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 doo. All right. Also, Unclean, I know you missed it, but earlier I showed little bits and pieces. Just yesterday, I started working on my own video game. It's a Frauditor versus anti-Frauditor video game. And all I got done, because, again, I've only been working on it for one day. I started yesterday, is I have like a little walking section where it's like a little me walking down the street, and there's a little voodoo by the police station. And then you walk up to voodoo, and you get in a fight with them. And right now, I had 2 moves on my guy. Comeback and logic. And when you click logic, it says your logic injures the idiot. And then News Now Voodoo attacks back with his move. There is no expectation of privacy in public. And so that's where we're at so far. Again, I've only been working on it for one day. So that's all I got. But I showed that. And that's something that I'm working on that in the future is going to be obviously a thing, because why not? Just a fun little thing that I invented, or am inventing, currently working on, that I thought it'd be fun. Maybe someday, we'll put it out there as a thing that people could actually play the game. And we'll put all kinds of different frauditors in there. I talked to Graham from the Graham and Bob show, and he agreed that some of the villains will be the Bobs that are based on frauditors. He has a SGV Bob and a BSBT Bob and a Long Island Audit Bob and a Glen Serio Bob. So yeah, who knows? I'll tell you what, if I could get all right, if I could get all of Bao's fans to come in here, and drop me $100 super chat each, no. But then I thought, no, because then they could just take the money back before I cash it in. So never mind. I was never in the military. Who said that? Whoever said that I served in the military? That's an insane claim. That's stolen valor. That's nuts. Why would somebody say that about me? I don't even know where, obviously these people don't even know who I am. They have no idea what they're talking about on any level, which is why I ignore them and why I won't have a douche canoe on panel. I've had douche canoes on my panel before, and it never worked out because they never have anything to say. You know, you try to talk to them, and it's always the same thing. Oh, blah, 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 blah. They have nothing to say that makes any sense. It's like talking to a brick wall. Hey, why'd you do this? Oh, we couldn't do. All right, thanks a lot, pal. Go, La Rata. La Rata. Yeah, it's more like that. Isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I don't like bullies. I don't like thugs. I don't like pugs. I don't take kindly to people coming into my house and talking shit. So I'm not inviting them in. Some troll. Oh, no, I know it was a troll. Yeah, right? Wait a minute. Did you admit that your dad was in the army and that he was a medic in Korea? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, and what? He was drafted. And when his 2 years was up, they came to him and they said, if you re-up now, we will give you rank. And all you got to do is agree to let us ship you off to Vietnam. And he said, bye. Strapped his guitar on his back, hopped on his motorcycle, and rode back to Chicago. That's exactly a fact. Now I'm starting to remember some of the stories I used to get from my dad about his time that he served. Oh, man. Anyway, my dad was an interesting cat. I love that man so much. My dad was great. What are you going to do, you know? But only time will tell because the way I smell. What? All right, so how do I get this to play all now? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, because I need to take a little break. I know that there's a thing when you go to a playlist where you can have it to play all. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try it. And then, all right, so adults have conversations to work out their differences. Well, yeah. You know, as an adult, that is definitely something I do with other adults. So if you find an adult that actually wants to sit down and have a conversation, let me know. He was the army guy in the Village People cover band. That's awesome. Anyway, let's it requires an adult to be part of the conversation. So let me go ahead and I'm going to take up my potty break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on this playlist. Again, since the Saturday show is gone and there aren't going to be any more Who's That Douche Canoe segments, I'm thinking of maybe I'll start using them as a part of this show. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the Who's That Douche Canoe's greatest hits collection that I literally just invented as we were talking right now. Let's see. Is this it? I think so, yeah. All right. Is this the right one? No. This is the right one. Okay, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your favorite game.
Who's that douche canoe?
Where are my guesses? Where are my guesses? You only got 30 seconds left. Who do you think it is? What the heck? And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your favorite game.
Who's that douche canoe?
And now, with a few words about our Butterbrain Douche Canoe of the day, ladies and gentlemen, Radical Brittany.
Thanks, Hez. Radical Brittany here. Brooklyn Audits, aka the Fruity Bandit. Like, what annoyed doy. He thinks he's like totally bitchin' king of New York. I take whatever I want. This is my town. Like, seriously, take a chill pill, dumbass. Filming yourself stealing fruit and swearing at cops isn't helping anyone, you butterbrain jackwagon douche canoe. But if God forbid someone like accidentally brushes up against your precious little scooter, OMG, it's like cry to the cops time. And your crew there, Eli and Easy cameras on. Maybe they can learn a few words other than I'ma slap the shit out you. He wants people to take him seriously, as if. This is Radical Brittany. Back to you, Hez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? And now, the Blackheart Night one was a gag one from the week that News Now Voodoo took over the show. It was on April Fool's Day, and it was on a Saturday. So I started the show with News Now Voodoo ran the show, and he made that week's Who's That Douche Canoe. And so the Blackheart Night one was a joke that Voodoo made. That one was the gag. And Blackheart Night was in on it. So it's all good. I'm not saying anything. Blackheart Night is definitely a huge supporter of this channel. and he was in on it. So anyway, I'm just finishing up my coffee, and then I'll be right back. So we'll play like one more of these. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? All right. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. That was fun stuff. Good times, great taste of. Also, I noticed earlier because some of those have the Radical Brittany clips in them. Eventually, I want to put together because all the Radical Brittany clips that went with the Who's That Douche Canoe segments, most of them were separate video files. There were only a couple where the Who's That Douche Canoe file video and the Radical Brittany reaction to it were on the same video. And eventually I wanted to put them all together. But while one of the Radical Brittany's was playing, somebody in the chat asked what Witcher Heart has been up to lately. And I did eventually see her just this past weekend. She showed up, I think it was for Mark the Sarcastic Law Student. And he was doing a stream and she went up there and was basically saying like she's all right. She just, with everything that's going on in her life, doesn't have a lot of time for YouTube right now. But apparently she's all good and it's all good. Why no stuff on the walls? Okay, Richard. So again, what happened was I actually told the story earlier, but basically when I was living in Florida, my goal in life was to get back here so I could be close to my kids again because they were here with their mom and I was down there with my mom helping take care of her because she was in a car accident. And the kids were there with me for a while, but eventually I had to bring them back up here. It was her turn. But I wanted to live closer to my parents, or my parents, my kids. I'm the parent. So finally, I found an apartment close to my kids. They're literally 5 minutes down the road. And now they spend every weekend here now since I've been back. But what happened was last minute, as I had all my travel plans done, I had already put the down payment on this place. So I had to come or I didn't want to lose the place. Finally, I had a chance to be back by my kids. So when I went to pick up the rental car, because I was paying with a debit card, Hertz Rental Car said, well, when you pay with a debit card, there's an automatic $500 fee that you have to pay up front. And that would have taken all my gas money away. So there wouldn't have been any point in renting the car. So I had to change all my travel plans last minute. So I just grabbed a suitcase, whatever I could fit in it, and flew down here. Because being by my kids again was number one priority over everything else. So all of my equipment, all of my decorations, all of my prizes for the awards, everything is all back in Florida. All I have here is what I was able to fit in one bag on the airplane. So that's why I don't have anything back up yet. Eventually, my plan is to do what I originally was going to do, knowing now about that extra fee ahead of time. I'll be able to plan so that I could fly out there, rent a car, because the Hertz rental car place in town is right down the street. So I would fly to Florida, rent a car, put all my stuff in the car, drive back here, bring all my stuff back, drop off the rental car at the rental car place, and then walk home from there. That's my plan. Ultimately, you know, once I get enough money to do that, then that's what I'm going to do, and everything will be back to normal. Or if I get a car before then I'll just drive there and back, whatever. But either way, the plan is eventually to go back there and pick all my stuff up. In the meantime, I'm just doing with what I have. I could try this. I do this sometimes. Let's see, like I'm in the theater. Hey, everybody, here I am sitting in the movie theater again. Or, you know, like I'm sitting in the nice house. All right. See, don't you guys like my new place? Isn't this place great? It doesn't look like I'm broke when that's where I'm at, right? Or I could just have the brick wall or my drawing. Like I could always use that as a background. And then, of course, my bear stuff, the bears, or this one. Yeah, for Christmas time, or none. I like it. I like it a lot. They tried to pull that in the UK. We didn't let it happen. That's awesome. Hez, you're a good man. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate that. I try. I didn't know you could play piano, Hez. Not very well. I did take piano lessons for a while when I was a kid. I do play guitar. In fact, one of the things when I came back was, God bless his soul. Like I said, I do have a storage unit out here. And between the stuff I had in storage and the stuff that you, my generous, wonderful, fantastic fans have sent me, I was able to get some stuff back, including my dad's old guitar. I got that. I showed it on here before. I played it a little bit. The problem is, I noticed when I play guitar on here, especially because his guitar is a classical guitar, people in the chat start going like, "Oh, do you know any AC/DC or Metallica or Led Zeppelin?" And it's like, it's a classical guitar, man. It's not made for that kind of music. But my guitars, the electric guitars, are well, I got 3. My Les Paul is here, but it's at my uncle's house. And my Ibanez is here, but it's at my uncle's house. I have a Schecter, which is in Florida. And then I have my dad's 2 old guitars here, which is a classical guitar and then a jazz guitar. It's like this big hollow body jazz box. Good stuff. Good stuff. If you turn the Chicago Bears logo, the Chicago Bulls logo upside down, it looks like a robot having its way with a crab. Yeah, I know. Oh, thank you, Nightman's wife. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I have a Les Paul custom and a newer Martin acoustic Epiphone. I have a Les Paul custom. Mine's a custom too. Mine's a 1977. I ran the serial number at Gibson.com once, and it said that it was a 1977 and that it was made in, was it Memphis? I think so, yeah. Good stuff. So, yeah, a lot of fun. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, when I used to play the piano, I have an electric keyboard in my storage unit. I don't know if it still works, so I haven't touched it in years. But when I used to play it, I used to use it just for like my recordings, because like I say, you know, I have all my songs on the channel, and the background music I use in most of my videos is music I wrote. That music that was playing during the Douche Canoe segments, that's all the music that I wrote. And I used to use my electric piano just for recording, you know. So because I'm not very good at playing piano, that's why I only used it for recording, so that if I screwed up, I could do another take, you know, noodle around on it and do what I had to do. But yeah, let's see. I have an Eddie Van Halen Frankenstrat that actually works. Nice. That's an awesome guitar. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. Hey, good stuff. Oh yeah, good stuff. Gibson, they still stay in tune, unlike actual Gibson. I don't know. My Les Paul actually does not have all the original hardware. The tuning heads were replaced. So, yeah, it does stay in tune, but it doesn't have the original tuning head, so I can't really speak to that. Let's see. There's a band called Joe Mango in Glasgow. I love the lassie and love her music, but I can never hear it because it gives me seizures. Oh, well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Growing up, I love the Florida group, the Outlaws. Oh, yeah, the Outlaws. Okay, cool. But I don't know how to play guitar. I'm sorry. Playing guitar is fun, man. I love it. But ever since I came back up here and I inherited my dad's old classical when he passed, I've been trying to learn how to play it. Like, I don't want to just like noodle around on it, like actually play it properly. And I've been working on that. I got a couple little things down. Classical guitar is interesting because it really is, because you play with your fingers, and I'm used to playing with a pick. In fact, I have one of my picks right here. Because I play all the time. But yeah, I got so I'm trying to learn how to play it that way. And I'm making some progress. Eventually. Yeah. Who's that? Douche Canoe. I use a bass pick to play guitar. Oh, that's got to be a thick pick. You probably break strings like crazy. Either that or you use really thick strings. See, my favorite setup, my personal favorite, is the 10 to 42 or 9. No, not my favorite is 9 to 42. Basically, what that means is the top 3 strings, the bass strings, are really, really heavy, and top to bottom, bottom to top. The high strings are the smallest ones you can get, the thinnest gauge strings you can get. And I love that because when I play my power chords at the top, they're fat and heavy because I'm using the big, heavy strings. But then when I play leads on top of it, I'm playing this. I can really bend them, like, because I love bends, like the wow, And it's funny because when my dad used to play my guitar, he'd always be like, "These things feel like rubber bands. What the heck is this? These aren't strings." Because he'd like the big, thick, heavy strings on all of them. His top string would be like a 12 gauge. I'm using a 9 gauge. So that's way thicker. So yeah, that was always fun. Guitar Hero is what I call classical music. Battery was really hard to play on that game. Oh yeah. Florida Jim. Okay, yeah, right. You use the heavy gauge strings. Well, you got to. If you're using a bass pick to play your guitar, you better have heavy strings on there, or you're just going to be popping strings all day, just snapping them off your guitar left and right. It does give you a heavier sound, though, all the way through. So it all depends on what you're doing and how you're doing it and what your personal preference is. All right. Personal preference is a wonderful thing when you play an instrument, doing your thing. Got to keep it going on, keep it great, and got to try your best to keep it straight. Hey, I made some coffee. Let's see if it's still too hot. Hold on. Lately, I feel that these people get arrested and then take some deal with no real penalty, and then the states gets a financial return on prosecution of said costs. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I hate about, I like the heavy chunk. Yeah. One of the things about that, and this is one of my beefs that I always say, is that it's like, because whenever I bring this up, they always like to twist it, misinterpret it, and say, well, your channel's monetized. What's wrong with us being monetized? It's like, I don't have a problem with someone being monetized. You come in here, you do your work, you entertain the people, you get paid. There's nothing wrong with that. My issue is with the fact that these guys have no real consequences to their actions. Because if they do get found guilty and there's some sort of fine they have to pay, or if there's fees they have to pay or whatever, they just go on a live stream, e-beg their fans for bail money, or e-beg their fans for money to hire a lawyer, and their fans give it to them, and that's it. So they can go out and do this because they know even if they do get busted, there's no real consequences for them. They just tell their fans to pay their fines for them, and then they do it. So they don't care. So they just keep doing it because there's no consequence to their actions. When I have beef, I'm usually at Portillo's. That's right. You got to get it dipped. Oh, yeah. And then you go into the real Chicago restaurants and you get a combo sandwich, which is where they take an Italian sausage, put it on the bread, and then cover it in Italian beef. And then you dip it, and then you put the giardiniera on top. Oh, now you're talking about Chicago food, dude. Oh, you're talking about the cost to the American taxpayer. All right, so you're talking about what it costs the court to prosecute these guys, like, you know, the thousands of dollars they spent for Long Island Audit's little $90 fine. Yeah, exactly. But again, that goes back to these guys complaining about the government wasting resources, and yet how often that's what these guys do. They waste resources. When they walk into a building or anywhere, when they walk up to people on the street, whatever, anytime they're in a situation where they push until the people call the cops, then when the cops come, they sit there and argue with them for an hour. You're the ones who are wasting the resources. Going to court over stupid crap. You're the ones that are wasting the resources. Boom, boom, boom. It's a butterbrain douche canoe. Boom, boom, boom. A butterbrain douche canoe. Grab your camera and your pepper spray. Yes, it's time to spread your hate. Hoping, gonna go around messing with the cops, and you hope they take the bait. Yes, people and their rights, no, they just don't matter to me. As long as they call the cops, y'all just wait and see. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. I'm a butterbrain douche canoe. Boom, boom, boom. Potato brain douche canoe. Got my camera turned on. Potato brain douche canoe. Hey, I'm gonna audit you, butterbrain douche canoe. Yeah, doom. Oh, we got to see a Chicago versus New York City pizza battle. Yeah. Now that would be fun. All right. As we saw from this Rhino guy, because Bao did his stream snipe this morning and his fans are vicious, evil, rotten, no good, disgusting trolls, and all the vicious, evil, rotten, no good, disgusting trolls love to come in here and cause trouble. But you notice there was only one person I booted. And I'll say right now, because I know how these bullies and trolls are. They love to, complain about, well, you kicked me out. Man, what did I say? He said something about Ray. And especially now, because not only, when you talk about Ray, not only are you talking about a woman that I love, but you're talking about somebody that is a 50-year-old, terminally ill, female amputee who literally, as we speak right now, is sitting in the hospital because she just had another amputation. So if you're going to come in here and say anything bad about her, I don't care, even if it's just a little tiny, just like what that was. If it's in any way, any kind of a negative comment regarding her, you're out. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to discuss it because, again, this isn't about free speech. This is my channel. It's like it's my house. You come into my house and you talk shit about someone I love or me or my family or any of that, I'm going to kick your ass out. So that's just the way it works. That's all. Anyway, nobody was giving her a hard time, but again, because this guy reminded me that there's still some trolls in here. but I generally didn't block any of them unless they say something bad. But that's why I'm saying this particular one wasn't giving Ray a hard time, wasn't saying anything bad. But when I was playing the Who's That Douche Canoe segment and people were guessing who the douche canoes were, a troll guessed, is that Ray? Haha. Gone. We don't talk about her, but especially not right now. Not right now. No. It's bad enough, you know. Anyway, but yeah, while she's in the hospital, yeah, no. It's just not going to happen. Not on my watch. And not in my house. And this is my house. My house in the middle of the street. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I literally am. Well, I guess not the middle. I'm more on the edge, but I got the bar. And then my place is, so it's near the edge. Sorry about that. It's not literally in the middle. What would be the middle of the street? A house, just a random house. My house at the south end of the street. My house. Coffee. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you. Thank you so much once again for your love and support. We're coming up on the end of the show. Will we get a visit of your home once you're all settled down? You want to come over and hang out? It's our house. That's right. A stream from a hospital bed would get great donations. The hospital bed happy dance. Hey, you know what? Will you be doing a mega stream for Memorial Day? I don't know. I mean, I can. Ever since I did that mega stream, people have been requesting that I do it again, actually, which surprised me. I didn't think anyone would care, but people are like, oh, yeah, that was great. Do another one. I'm like, really? Okay. But I would have to be very careful about what I show. I would stick to the same format as what I did last time, basically making it like a Hezokai's Greatest Hits show. Because the last time I did a stream, the first time I tried to do that, I got a warning from YouTube that if I do that again, they're shutting down my channel completely forever. But it was because on that particular stream, not the one you're talking about, but before that, like a year ago, but it wasn't the type of thing that wears off after 90 days. It's a permanent strike. I got hit for third-party content because I decided for that one day I was going to show videos all day of cops helping people, of cops doing good things, which is great. But I was getting clips from places that were copywritten, and so and because I was just letting it play, I got hit 3 times in one stream, and that's why it's a permanent strike now. That if it happens again, whatever. I love the mega stream, but yeah, I mean, maybe I will do that again because again, people do seem to like it. Tiny says she like it. Mr. Thomas wants it again. I definitely could do that. Yeah, and especially now that I have the Who's That Douche Canoe playlist, I could put that in there as well. But again, that's it. I would just have to make sure that I only play pretty much my own videos. That way I know that, you know, I don't have to worry about getting another copyright strike. But again, that's what I did last time and it worked. People seem to enjoy it. Or we could do like a thing where like come up with like a almost like a, you know, just trying to think of different ideas of like, if I stayed on screen the whole time, except for like when I go to the bathroom or whatever, doing something like, because the longer you stay on, the more exhausting it gets. It really does, especially after, you know, 10 hours. So that was a 12-hour stream, you know, but like to really go crazy with it would have to be kind of like, you know, what's like a good salary? I don't know, $20 an hour. So maybe I could make it like a thing, like if I get at least $20 in super chats, then I'll stay for another hour. It'd be like $20 an hour to stay on. So as long as those super chats were coming in, I'd keep going. And then who knows how long the stream could go if I did that. If they keep coming in 24 hours, more, who knows? But, just different ideas, a different way. Because the fact of the matter is, like I said, after a while, it just gets to be like, there's only 3 people in here. I've been here for 14 hours. I'm exhausted. Nobody seems to care except for the couple people that are in here. Like, you got to give it something to keep it moving, I don't know. Just different thoughts. Thinking out loud. Oh, man. I don't know, Florida Jim. Maybe the opposite. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to know. Yeah, Tiny would always come up. Yeah, I could always get guests, last-minute guests. I know Script Cat's always willing to come up. Tiny Chihuahua, of course, is always willing to come up. Blackheart Knight would always come up. If I asked, I could probably get K-Far up here like that. Even Tones. I could probably get Tones up here again pretty easy. It all depends on what's going on. Mr. Thomas, promote it. Promote that idea. You think so? I don't know. That was below the belt even for me. Anyway, you guys are getting funky like a monkey. It's kind of chunky and kind of spunky and not too funky. Highway Star will come up. Yeah, I could get people. I could make it a day. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I'll plan for the future. But in the meantime, I got some things I need to do today. I want to do some more work on that video game because I think once it's done, it would be real fun. Florida Jim would come up. See? Of course, Bao said he'd come up, but that ain't going to happen. Because I don't like talking to walls, But yeah, definitely would be a lot of fun. So that's not impossible. That's definitely something that could happen eventually someday in the future. Who knows? I don't. Do you? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. I love you guys. God bless you guys. God bless Ray. Thoughts and prayers for everybody, for Maggie, for Ray, for Unclean, for Cool Clear Water, for everyone and anyone who's suffering right now. God bless you. I hope everything gets better. And I'm here just to help every day, give you a few hours in the morning, every morning to kind of take your mind off of BS of life and just have some fun. And, just have some fun in the morning. Start your day off with a smile. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. Thank you, guys. Love you guys. Best fans in the world. See you next time. Oh, yeah.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, time. And now. And now. And now, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe?